Hello, welcome to this little pop-up episode of Malty Monday. This one is going to be on the English Mild Ale, and it's sponsored by Bush. Get yourself some good American adjunct lager. Well, let's welcome in our panel tonight. The English Mild was a difficult one to find before. That's why we didn't get it when we had this Malty Monday thing running for a good amount of time. It ran. But a few of us were able to obtain an English Mild. So let me first introduce our panel that we do have. We have Alex, the Beer Master.
What's up, everybody?
We have Beer Man.
Cheers.
And myself, Bumpy Road. So let's say hello to our chat as well. Mark A was here. He was first. Tanner from East Coast LQ Reviews. He was trying to join. He spent a lot of time and money and, and gasoline, and time is money and everything else, driving around and looking. I remember those days, the days of Malty Monday. Yeah, now Beer Man, some of his shows that he's come out with are kind of give me the same thing where I got to keep on driving around from store to store trying to find something. But yeah, Dio's here as well. BLB. I can never say the rest of that right, so I won't. And yeah, it's good, Mark A. Cheers to the chat. And let me just read a bit here about the mild. This is from BJCP guidelines.
I remember that.
Let's just go through as quick as possible. But the aroma, low to moderate malt aroma, and may have some fruitiness. The malt expression can take on a wide range of character, which can include caramelly, grainy, toasted, nutty, chocolate, or lightly roasted. Little to no hop aroma, very little to no diacetyl or diacetyl. Appearance. Get out of my way. I moved my mouse over something that popped up to block this. Appearance. Copper to dark brown or mahogany color. A few paler examples, medium amber to light brown, exist. Generally clear, although in traditionally unfiltered, low to moderate off-white to tan head. Retention may be poor due to carbonation, adjunct use, and low gravity. Flavor, generally a malty beer, although may have a wide range of malt and yeast-based flavors. Examples are malty, sweetie, caramel, toffee, toasty, nutty, chocolate, coffee, roast, vinous, fruit, licorice, molasses, plum, raisin. Can finish sweet or dry. Versions with darker malts may have a drier roasted finish. Low to moderate bitterness, enough to provide some balance, but not enough to overpower the malt. Fruity esters moderate to none, diacetyl or diacetyl, and hop flavor low to none. Mouthfeel, light to medium body, generally low to medium-low carbonation. Roast-based versions may have a light astringency. Sweeter versions may seem to have a rather full mouthfeel for the gravity. Overall impressions, a light flavored malt scented beer that is readily suited to drinking in quantity, refreshing yet flavorful. Some versions may seem like lower gravity brown porters. History may have evolved as one of the elements of early porters. In modern terms, the name mild refers to the relative lack of hop bitterness. Examples are less hoppy than a pale ale and not so strong. Originally, the mildness may have referred to the fact that this beer was young and did not yet have the moderate sourness that aged batches had. Somewhat rare in England, good versions may still be found in the Midlands around Birmingham. All right. That's pretty much it. They're usually pretty low in ABV. And yeah, let's bring up Alex so he can show us his English mild that he's bringing tonight. Doesn't mean that they are from England, It's just a style. So,
True that.
cheers.
Well,
Cheers.
today got Yards Brewing Brawl Champion Ale. And the ABV, I didn't look at the ABV, but the ABV is 4.2. So let's pour this up and see what it's all about.
Nice.
Thanks again for letting me come on, Legendary BuMpY.
Thanks for being here.
And you know me, I like to support my peeps as best I can.
That's right. You try to keep them around until Easter time, right?
No, forever.
And then you eat them.
Not just for Easter.
Eat all your
Anytime.
peeps.
Keep it up. Oh, I know your joke. Oh, the peeps, the kid. I get you putting it down. That's what that looks like. Nice and dark. And it looks, to the screen, kind of looks like a reddish copper color.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like it has that off-white kind of slight khaki colored head.
Hell yeah. So I'll give you the smell, taste next time around.
All right. Thank you very much, Alex. Let's bring
That's how
in
I
Beer
think
Man.
that's how I remember it. So
Yeah. So he can show us what he's working with.
Let's
All right. Well, I got one from Machine House Brewery. I think they're somewhere in Oregon. I don't know, they're in Seattle, Washington. It's a dark mild at 3.7%, even lower than yours, Alex. A surprisingly
I am
light
following
body
you.
session ale with a rich roasted malt character. That's that. Nice classics looking label. Right, let's pour it. Gloop, gloop, gloop.
Beer man. Too bad.
Oh boy. Well, it's trying to generate a head. Didn't do so much as I thought. That was really gloopy and hard too. Nice rocky top there. Tan khaki head. A dark beer, dark brown. Looks like a brown ale. Somewhat opaque. Dirty glass. Yeah. Looking forward to this. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Legendary BuMpY.
Yeah. Luke John, he loves a good mild.
Hell yeah.
All right. So now it's time for me to bring me up. Hello, me. Appropriate glassware. I got myself a nice Young's dimple mug.
Hell yeah. Oh,
The brew that I have is OEC Brewing. This one's called Dapple. It's dark mild ale. And OEC stands for Ordinum Eccentrici, whatever. Cocktaurs, something like that. Yeah, they're out of Oxford, Connecticut, anyways. And this beer comes in at 4.2% ABV. It says Dapple is our interpretation of a British dark mild. We brew Dapple with a classic simple infusion mash using Maris Otter pale ale and crystal malts, along with a touch of roasted barley. It is aroma hopped with East Kent Goldings during the boil in our copper kettle. After an open ale fermentation, it rests our cellars for several weeks prior to packaging. So that's something that this OEC does. They do a lot of that open fermentation. They have those cooling tanks or whatever they are. They just the open, big old open boxes. So they do get a little bit of some wild yeast in them.
Nice.
So a little bit of a sourness type thing. And this one is foaming all over me.
that's what I don't like when they decide. It's like a surprise when you open up the can.
Yeah,
Freaking
definitely
explodes.
pouring with a very aggressive head that's gonna probably fall down. But we'll start with this anyways because it's what it is. It is a kind of tannish, khaki colored head, rocky. The color of the beer itself is a nice, kind of brownish to mahogany coloration. So it will look better once the head goes down, and we'll get back to that. But let's. My hand's all sticky. I can't touch my mouse now.
Do you have a down area?
Well, let's go ahead and let's go like this, I think. And Alex, if you want to go ahead and just start drinking your
Right.
beer, talking about everybody can drink their beers, do whatever.
Okay, go ahead. Smells very bready, sweet, kind of like a brown bread, kind of like. And I like that. And I think that's why I like this beer. I don't get it that often, but I do get it sometimes. It's up to legendary Joe, Beer Patrol. Appreciate you. All right, let's see what this tastes like, shall we? Cheers.
Cheers.
Mmm. Nice and cold. Taste that creaminess a little bit with the mouthfeel, with the foam. You do taste a little bit of breadiness, like a brown breadiness, kind of like crust. Also, you have a little bit of bitterness. Really, I'm not crazy about the bitterness, but it's still a good beer. I've gotten this a couple of times. I think my second time on the legendary BuMpY show. I don't remember what show it was, but it was one of our shows. But this is really good. It does dry out a little bit. Not too bad though. Great flavor. I kind of like the breaded beers. I don't like the bitterness at the end, or the dryness, but it's not too dry, but still dry. You can still feel that dryness on the palate. But I do like these breaded kind of beers. They do have a full flavor beer, kind of similar to New England IPAs, great flavor and all that. Kind of like that. So this is not New England IPA. But great flavor. That's what I'm saying by similar to IPAs and stouts. Yeah, great flavor. Yeah, that tastes really good. A little saltiness, I believe. Maybe it's just me. Might be a little bit.
Yeah. Did you eat some of your pretzels from Friday? No.
Yeah, they're gone. Oh no, they're not gone. No, I haven't eaten them. I ate them yesterday. Ate some yesterday. Yeah, this would have been a good beer for. I think I paired it with this. I don't remember. I think I did, but this is a good beer. Great flavor if you like this brown, bready, lager. Or I think it's lager. It's an ale. Yeah, if you like this, please do get it. Yeah, time for me to shut up and just enjoy the rest of this. It's up to the legendary Mike. Appreciate you.
Right.
Just try to get it. I'll give you a rating. Something like that next time around, but it is great flavored beer, that's for sure. Appreciate you.
Cheers, Alex.
Cool.
Cheers, my brother.
Cheers, Alex.
I was looking forward to this show.
Yeah, me too. All right, so let's spin this a bit without dropping it everywhere. This big old Nonix not helping. All right, let's get in the nose. Yeah, brown bread, definitely brown bread, a little chocolate, like a dry chocolate, like a dry baker's chocolate or something. It's not super sweet smelling. It's more of like a bready dough, doughy wheat bread or something, like the inner part of it. Maybe a little crust on the side as well. Has a little slight floral bite to it. Probably from the hops, I'd say. A little fruitiness, a little estery thing going on. Yeah, so let's drink it. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, my brother.
Hold on. Let me get a better one. Well, first of all, the mouthfeel is somewhat, I'd say, like creamy. It's got a creaminess to it, almost pushing like a nitro creaminess, at least this one. The body is medium light. It, flavor-wise, it's got kind of a slight dry, somewhat kind of acidy kind of like thing going on in the back. I guess the roasted thing's coming out. The roasted malts are really coming through. The breadiness is running. It's like it's the innards of the brown bread going up around my palate and around my tongue. Really dry, like dry bitterness in the finish, though, as Alex was saying. Definitely. I'm gonna get another drink. It's just a pretty simple beer. It's not super complex. It is what it is. It's drinkable as all could be, though. It has a sweet, I want to say like a green apple or some kind of appley kind of thing or something going on. Sour apple. It's looser. It's only 3.7%, so it kind of tastes like roasted water. It's just this roasted malty water. The florals coming through along with that apple, and then you get a slight like kind of baker's chocolate, even a slight ounce of like a medium, like a coffee roast or something like that. Not super coffee. It's actually more brown bread than anything. That's the big one there. I like it. It's not bad. It's actually pretty drinkable. So it's something you can crush at a pub. It's perfect. So cheers. That's all I got for this.
Cheers. I was looking at my varieties of beer. I mean, it's not going to have every variety, obviously, but the English mild is definitely not on that chart. It's not on my my beer and food pairing chart either. Oh, mild gets no love here.
Darn it.
Oh. All right, yeah, let's get some aromas on this. Cheers. It's looking a bit better now, isn't it?
Cheers.
Like a proper pour. Yeah, it's first thing I noticed is it's got this kind of slight roastiness to it. There's like a brown bread crust, going on. There's a fruitiness to it. It's kind of jammy like with the fruitiness. So it's either like an apple jelly or some type of maybe like a mild grape jam of some sort between apple and grape with the fruitiness. But yeah, you get the mild roast, brown bread crust, fruitiness. Smells pretty decent to me. And cheers.
Cheers.
Body on this one still feels medium. Carbonation, yeah, I'd say it's in the medium realm, maybe the low side medium. A lot of that bread note. It's got a lot of bread note, and it's on the darker side, so it's crust. It's brown bread itself, not super doughy, just bready. There is that mild roastiness. There's a little bit of an ashiness type thing that happens. It almost has this like feeling. It's just like a feeling on the tongue. Can never remember if that's accurate or if that's something else, but there's just this kind of dry and almost powdery feeling on the palate from it. mild fruitiness, kind of mid palate. I'd say it does push more towards a grape, like a red grape. There's mild bitterness, mild to moderate kind of for like the style, I guess, with all the breadiness and stuff. The bitterness that does come through is noticeable. It does linger on. I mean, it doesn't drink like it's a pale ale or an IPA or anything like that. But, a noticeable lingering bitterness with that kind of dry, ashy feel on the tongue. Roasted type note lingers on with it. But there's like a slight tartness to this one. Probably, from the open fermentation and stuff, just a little touch of some type of a tartness. But it's not like super funky and sour. Like, kind of goes along with its kind of like mild roasty and grape like flavor. A touch of a graininess. Now I'm starting to pick up on the tail end. Maybe as this warms, maybe more of the grain type notes and stuff will start coming through. Not a big fan of grain flavors in beers typically. Sometimes it works. I've had New England IPAs that have had it where it's worked. It's just depends on the way that they're hopped or whatnot, or the way that they kind of balance with the other malt notes. And this one seems to be okay. Man, even that, I just had a belch, and that was even like sawdust going across my palate. This beer it has this weird, like, it's dry. It is drying to the palate, but it feels like my cheer just wants me to leave. It feels like, I don't know, like if your house burnt down and then the wind blew, or maybe you're by a fire that just recently got, put out, and there's that ash in the fireplace, and the wind blows, and you get some in your mouth. It's kind of got that kind of feel to it. It's strange. It's a dry, ashy feel. But yeah, that's what this beer is bringing to my palate. It's pretty tasty. 4.2% ABV. I mean, that's not detectable. I would say for the flavors, I mean, it drinks like maybe it's a 4.9 or 5%, or So I think the flavor is pretty bold for the amount of alcohol that's in it. I'm liking it.
Nice.
So, yeah. Alex, if you want to give your beer a score, anything like that, feel free.
Well,
talk more about it as well if you want to give me more time.
Very tasty. I like it. I drank it before, like I said. Yeah, great flavor. Has that bitterness though, as it goes right down that palate though. So I don't know. Beer, I'm gonna give it a 90. It's good beer. If you can get Brawl Champion Ale from Yards, please do. It's good stuff.
All right. Should we just go ahead and do shout outs now too?
Why not? What the hell?
Go for it, Alex. Go ahead and do that. I need more time to put my score down.
I get what you're putting down. Well, Food Friday, we're going to be doing dipping French fries in a Frosty. 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And then Thursday, I'll be doing Alex and Friends at 10:30, not at 11 o'clock or 11:30. So it'll be between 10 o'clock and 10:30. Unless something changes. But as of right now, that's what my plan is. Because I want to get back to that. And then at least early. And then on Wednesday, I'll be doing wild card around 7:30. So I'll be doing wild card around 7:30 on my channel, and obviously before that I'll be at the legendary Beer Man's show and all that good stuff. But he'll shout out what that is on his turn. But yeah, check that out. But other shout outs. Legendary, obviously not BuMpY-isms here. Legendary Johnny Boy, which is John and Nelly, known as Georgia Beer Reviews. Obviously, he still does stuff Sunday at 10:30 in the morning, but as of right now, that's not been going on. So, but if he's not doing that, check out the videos. He's done a food review today. Great food review, Johnny Boy. I'm going to have to try that burger. I've been wanting to look for that anyway. It sounds delicious. So check out that channel. So check out John and Nelly, known as Georgia Beer Reviews, and you'll catch the Stout Sundays whenever that's back, and then also the food reviews and the beer reviews. Occasional food reviews, but mostly beer reviews and Stout Sunday. So stay tuned for that. And then you got legendary Rick Joppa. So check him out. Check him out. All his peeps, his wife, his dad, whatever. Check them out. Awesome beans. He got Dan from FLX Beer Review. So check out Mike and Dan. Those two are partners. Check out East Coast LQ Reviews. Check them all out. They all have shows or beer reviews. So keep you occupied. You know what I mean? I think that's it for the time being, unless I think of something else before we sign out.
Awesome.
Appreciate you.
Thanks, Al.
Cheers, Alex.
Anytime.
All right. Well,
Sometimes just cool beans.
Cool beans.
Oh, legendary Joey too. Forgot about that. But yeah, check him out too. Check it out.
All right. Cheers, Alex. All right. Well, the beer. This is a good beer. It's a good pub beer. It's a good something to drink. It'll last you a while you're sitting there hanging out with your buddies at the bar. Nice low percentage pub beer. Brown bread for sure. Not going to go over all the tasting notes again, but it's this one in particular was 3.9, I think, or something like that, 3.8 ABV. So a lot lighter, a lot more watered down, but nice. It's tasty. It did have there was a little bit of like a sour, but not like you were saying, BuMpY, not super sour, just like had that little like creeping sourness behind everything, but not bad at all. Nothing to be offended by or anything. Nothing offensive. Very good beer. I'll give this for the style it is and the drinkability, I would definitely give this go with like a 89 out of 100. Definitely B plus and E minus. Definitely, I would buy it again for sure if I saw it. It's not bad to have around. So, yeah. As far as shoutouts go, Tuesday will be this. It will be Mars and Merzen, a foreign extra stout or any Belgian style. We got a chèvre or goat cheese. We got cheese curds, and we got any kind of pungent cheese you can find. Something that's stinky. Something stinky inky. Bring that to the table at 8 o'clock Eastern tomorrow for beer and cheese. And Wednesday will be a Ghostbusters theme at 6 o'clock Eastern, 3 o'clock my time. Something Ghostbustery. Let's do it. Let's review it. Let's see what's up. All right. I'm gonna say something real quick. I've been waiting on ingredients for almost 2 weeks now from Midwest Supplies. Screw you people. But I'll brew eventually once I get it all. As far as that part goes, that side of it all goes.
All right.
Now, shout outs for everyone else. Finru Home Brewing. Cheers to you, brother. Heck yeah, I love watching this show at night. I like to. We're on different schedules, of course, just like Sam there. Check him out too. Instagram. God, I forgot your name of your game channel. Short and Stouts. Yeah. Stoneyard Vineyards is another one. He just picked a bunch of hops like myself. So it's that time of the year to do that if you're growing them. Hops, not pot. Thomas Metal 75. I don't know if did you mention your wild card thing that you're doing? Or,
yeah, I did. I forgot to say
did?
Thomas.
Okay.
I think I said Legendary Eric, but I don't remember. But I think I did say that name. Yeah.
Oh, no problem. Yeah, okay, good.
But you can still say it because
the wild card, yeah, for
get,
sure.
Get him
Wild
more
card
stuff
on Wednesday, 4:30. Yeah.
Oh
Miscellaneous.
yeah, 4:30 for your time. Yeah.
Yeah. Miscellaneous brew reviews as well. You got a spontaneous schedule, buddy, but watch out for that guy. Cool dude, good friend. So
Yes,
check out his channel.
Oh,
So that's really all I have to say. Thanks, BuMpY. Cheers, man. I was glad to be on the show today. So, you know,
right.
Happy to be here.
Cheers. Yeah, thanks. I'm glad that you can be on the show as well.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would have been just
you and Alex.
Yeah. It's happened before.
Alex the Road Show.
Yeah, it has happened.
Yeah. I'm gonna score. I mean, I'm doing my 50-point inspection on it. So this one was pretty good. I think especially after reading like BJCP, I think it was pretty darn close to a lot of the things that it said within the BJCP. Maybe minus some of that kind of slight tartness to it. But I'm at a total of a 47.5 out of 50 for the score on this OEC Brewing Dapple Dark Mild Ale, which puts it as an excellent beer. I think for style, it was really nice. I'm not saying that milds are like my go-to style. They're very hard to find. Don't see a lot of them around. Recently, I've seen just a few pop up. So maybe they're making a silent, slight, wave back into the public. But like even Luke John was saying they don't seem to have a ton of them there in England anymore. So, yeah, I think it's an excellent beer. Then of course you look at Untapped, and it's probably a lot of people that aren't. They didn't know what they were getting into when they picked up this style of beer, and they thought it was going to be different. Maybe they were thinking it was going to be an apple cider. Who knows? With a name like Dapple, maybe they were like, I want it to be like cider. But out of 406 ratings, so not even a lot of people rating this one, it has a 3.88 out of 5 on Untapped, which I think is unfortunate because I think it is a very nice, according to BJCP, a very nice rendition of the style. And I can just picture myself sitting by an old fireplace with my time proper hat on, maybe with a whatever it is, a pipe anyways, a corn pipe and a button nose and two eyes made out of coal while reading a newspaper and drinking a nice English mild. I'm trying to solve Jack the Ripper. So shout out type stuff, promos. Let's do some promos. 50-point inspection videos. I put them out on Wednesdays, Fridays, and those are my beer reviews. So I'm talking about what I'm getting out of whatever beer I'm drinking, putting a score to it that hopefully makes sense to somebody. And yeah, and then you're supposed to watch my video, take what I say, and totally go out and either purchase a beer and drink it and then call me a complete liar because you're like, there's no mango in this beer, you dumbass. So that's what my 50-point inspections are about. Live streams I do on Mondays, 8 p.m. Eastern time. My regular running program is called New Brew, so just bring a beer that you've never had before. It's a 3-part show. review your new brew. You know, it's one that you've never had before, so that makes it even better because it's like if you've had something, sometimes you have like that kind of already in your mind what you're going to think about the beer, what you're going to say about the beer. So drinking it and then trying to talk about it afterwards or during drinking it can be kind of difficult sometimes. You know, because palate's trying to pick out what you're drinking, your brain's trying to think about it, and you're trying to spit it out within a timely type manner. So I think it's good. I think it's good practice. And then we have the little chitty chat thing. I call it free for all.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, everybody can talk about basically whatever they want to, whenever they want to. You can interrupt people, but try not to be too much of a dick. If you try to let people finish a thought, anyways,
Sure that.
But sometimes you just get railroaded all the time, and you never get a chance, and you just have to jump in and talk over people. But that's part of the show, and then there is the question and answer portion. So if anybody can come up with a question to ask to the panel, that'd be great. Either on panel members can do so, or somebody from the chat. If you have a question, throw it out there. And that's about it. Yeah, I'd love to shout out the Beer Patrol, Average Joe.
Legendary Beer Patrol.
He's been making his rounds, popping up on in our chats and stuff. That's cool. It's great to have him. Great to have him back.
Sometimes he comes on the streams too. Yeah. Sometimes
it's this guy right here. If nobody knows who he is.
I'm talking on the panel though, not
find his channel. Yeah, he'll come up on some people's panel, not mine. He's not a close friend of mine, but you know, he'll pop up on some people's panels, and but check him out anyways. Great guy. Gives great reviews.
Great knowledge reviewer too.
Joe Encyclopedia or something like that. Botanicals, I believe.
Or Encyclopedia Joe, whatever the joke is.
There you go. That's what Dan and Mike say about him from FLX. So let's just shout out FLX. Check them out as well. Very fun to watch their beer reviews. They just have a good time with it. So they may not like pinpoint, like try to break down every single flavor and all the scents and stuff like that. They are scoring the beers. They are giving you some nuance of what the beer is like, but they just have like good old friend chats basically, and just have a good goofy time, which makes it interesting and fun to watch.
Hell
yeah. East Coast LQ reviews. He's right there in the chat as well. Check out his channel. He's got a couple live streams that he does throughout the week. Constantly kind of changing some of them. You know, you might do like one Wednesday and a different one another Wednesday, but it's usually Wednesdays and Saturdays that he's doing live streams. Not only does he do beer reviews, he's also into bourbons, whiskeys, other liquors, I would assume, but mostly bourbons, whiskeys, scotches, I would say. But he has regular beer reviews out there as well. So there. That's that. That's all I'm shouting out. Dio was here too. Check him out. He's sometimes putting out some newer content. That Dio, that's also known as Drunken One, the guy from Texas. But yeah, other than that, I want to thank my panel, Alex Beermaster, Beerman. Thank you so much for joining. Thanks to the chat, everybody that was here: Sam, Joe, Luke, John, Tanner, Dio, Mark A was here, Mike from FLX was here, and I might miss somebody. Leprechaun TV popped in, a little visit from Bourbon Bounty as well, and yeah, that's about it. Oh, BLB, he also made some comments there, so cheers to BLB, SCAUX, much, Jake.
Yeah.
And yeah, everybody's good. Everybody got everything out of their system.
Well, I was going to say something. I also do sometimes beer reviews on my own too. Mostly it's live streams I normally do on my channel, but I also do beer reviews on my own as well. You guys see, just videos. So I've been down and up for them too because I like doing beer reviews. Even though I
So-
do my Food Friday, I still like to do solo. If you saw videos.
Without further ado, Alex, if you want to go ahead and sign us out, there's no
Yep.
special.
Hell
this
yeah.
This is the old way of doing it. You know, this is
Hell
what
yeah.
Multi Monday was. It sometimes had a larger panel. It would
Hell
run
yeah.
longer because of that, but hey, it's good. I like short live nights sometimes. Then you
True
can-
that, and maybe we'll see if there's going to
Hang
be other Multi Mondays. Stay tuned.
Yeah,
for
if anybody
those-
does want to hang out, let me. I'll go ahead and drop the link now in the,
All
in
right.
the
So
private
before I
chat.
sign out,
Not in the private chat.
this is Alex Beer Master, and we will see you all on the next live stream and the next video. So Alex Beer Master signing out. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, everybody. Thank you all for stopping by
Cheers.
in this special episode of Multi Monday.
Hell yeah.